Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Tracy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
30-50, great. Six, mega.
To the air is Rattler. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints 1st down.
Come on, set. Hut.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd.
Ready. Black, next check view. Ready?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 4th down, here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. First down, here's White. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 7-5 now in the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And you look at this Saints defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent.
Big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints, nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Gets past one man. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Set, hut. 43 rail, 60 rail.
Rattler wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Okay.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it in the And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mayfield down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Ready. 33, yellow. Blue striker. Black ultra.
Tracy going to get it on first down. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Mayfield. Incomplete on a deep ball.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw, Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
It looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready. Black, 95.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready, ready, ready.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ready.
Now Rattler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
45.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Regular. Good. 180. Point it right. What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him back incomplete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And some room to run now. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now back to the ground game with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. From the gun, here's Rattler. Left side complete to Lockett. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Rattler. Incomplete.
I think you could to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
33. Red, yellow. White. Check, huh?
They'll go. Here's Rattler. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go. Ultra. 10 black. Hut.
Rattler going to look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Set. Black 40. Steal. Check steal. Set.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Still anyone's contest, a 2-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. And the Buccaneers, 1st down.
Now Lewis. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bucs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Saints 17.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Blue. Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. And they'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a second and 5.
Here we go. Set. Black 40. Flag blue. Set. Cut.
Now back to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Check White. Come on, set. Hut.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
Yellow. 40. Hut.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
Buccaneers, 22.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, 82 yards. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Williams on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. That's White. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First down.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Tracy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay,
The
right?
Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Flex, ready?
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Under pressure, they got him again. Yaya Diaby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready?
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Saints' 41-yard line.
Quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Running out of the gun right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They run. It's Tucker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
4th down, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you see both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
36, Saints 32. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. To return, here's Kyron Williams. That is a nice move. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7.
Second and 7.
Mayfield now. Evans has it left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Going for the knockout punch. He'll try and run. And he stopped immediately there.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing a line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The score, Buccaneers 43, Saints 32.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10.
This is first and 10.
22-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's second and 10.
52 blue. Ready?
Now Rattler. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Ready. Blue, 32.
To the air is Rattler. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's first and 10.
95.
To the air once more is Rattler. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kaiser White. The 20. And they will finally get him, but